What's up guys? This video will be about my custom pop-up controller for the Celica that I've been teasing about here and there. I want to share the current state, the problems I've encountered, and the future plans. So what is my controller? It's supposed to be a plug-and-play replacement for the factory light retractor relay. It should be able to do everything the factory control can and more. From the very start I wanted to be able to share this with many people once it's finished. That means I was trying to make this as good as possible from the very beginning. It was not some quick project trying to get it to work somehow with whatever I had laying around. Now, making it good also included designing a custom PCB. The problem though was that I never designed a PCB before. I did study some electronics in high school, so I can work with schematics and I do have some knowledge about circuits and electrical components. It was a bit painful at first, but I soon learned how to design a PCB and made my very first prototype. That was in April this year, 2024. Since then I have been designing a new version every month or two. I had some issues in the beginning, but I managed to solve them all relatively quickly. All except for one. The biggest issue I've been facing since the very beginning is that the headlights would overshoot the desired position, and I could not figure out why. Let's see the overshooting I'm talking about. Did you notice that? Let's slow that down a bit and look closely what happens when the headlight reaches the down position. This clip was with the V4 controller and only the down position on the left headlight did this. It wasn't very noticeable, but it drove me mad and I wouldn't let myself release this without solving it. That is because I can't be sure how it will do on your cars. Maybe the up position would overshoot as well? Maybe both headlights would overshoot? I don't want to make an unreliable product. So the problem is that something in my system is slow. Is it the part responsible for reading the headlight position, or is it the controller itself? Well, it took me almost half a year, but turns out it was probably both. A few days ago I have modified the latest V5 prototype with some jumper wires and breadboard to connect an ESP32. I created some code to verify the functionality and it looks very good. No overshooting. Take a look for yourself. Now I changed it so one headlight goes to the opposite position of the other one. This proves that the system can accurately distinguish the individual headlight positions. Quite a challenge with the factory wiring, but I figured it out. And lastly, a simple wing demonstration. I only provide one input and the headlights automatically go to the opposite position and back. Here is the prototype connected. It's silly, but good enough for figuring out if the ESP32 works or not. And work well it does. Alright, now that the ESP32 has proven itself, I will be designing the V6 prototype with it in mind. I hope to design and order it within this week, and the boards usually arrive within 2 weeks of ordering. These are the features I want to have when launching the product. First, same reaction to the light switch controls as the factory controller. This is so it can also serve as an identical replacement to the factory controller for people not interested in the winking and stuff. Then the second would be 3 optional buttons. Their default control would be that button number 1 wings the right headlight, button number 2 wings the left headlight, and button number 3 would wink both headlights. Number 3, a more consistent way to get sleepy eyes. I'm thinking something like holding one of the 3 buttons for more than X seconds would make the headlights go to a predetermined sleep position, which would be adjustable. And that's the 4th point, the adjustable sleep position. There would be a potentiometer, which you could turn to set it up. Number 5, adjustable speed for each headlight using, again, potentiometers. Number 6, extra switches for toggling functionality. I have yet to decide which exact functionality, but it could be useful if someone would want to have an easy way to toggle between two different behaviors. And finally, number 7, the controller should be controlled by an ESP32 or some other similar microcontroller. That is so anyone can easily make their own code and flash it with a simple laptop and a USB. Okay, so it should be ready in January, and then I will prepare a more detailed video about its functionality and installation. I'm not sure on which platform I will sell it on, but I will try to offer worldwide shipping. I'm not sure if I will release the source code, but I will offer some customization per order, and I will at least release which pin does what. More things are planned for my Celica. I will probably release a video about my other Celica related projects when I'm done with this one. And that is it for the video. Hopefully it convinced you the project is not dead yet. And see you in January.